You looked natural.
I know, I had some reservations about the mud and the smell, but I had a great time and Remain and Greece were such great guys.
Okay, now Martin, what's your favourite type of cheese?
Some 80s Madonna and a bit of steps.
Not that kind of cheese. I mean the kind of cheese you have with some friends, maybe over some wine.
80s Madonna and a bit of steps.
Okay, I think all that fresh air's gone to your head. Now, if you're going to be having a dinner party this week, what better dessert to serve up than some fine Ayrshire cheese? But if you're like Martin here and get confused over which cheese at a party is acceptable, then fear not. We are delighted to welcome to the studio cheese expert Kevin Wadsworth. Welcome.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Good.
Hi Kevin, how are you?
I'm all right.
That's an interesting accent. It's not an Ayrshire one.
Not originally, no. I'm from just outside Washington, D.C. in Northern Virginia in the States.
Excellent. What brings you here?
A woman. My wife is from Stewarton. I moved here 22 years ago.
Excellent. So your shop is here in Ayr?
It's in Ayr. It's Chisholms of Ayr. It's on Carrick Street,
Excellent.
right in the town centre.
Right, so what kind of cheese have you brought with us today then?
What I brought today is the most local cheese that we actually stock in the shop, and it's from Kirkland Farm just outside Dunlop, and it's a small artisan cheesemaker.
Right, and local produce is quite important to you, isn't it? Why is that?
Local produce is very important, obviously for the obvious reasons. You want to be able to support your local food producers, but also you want to try to cut your food miles down. The less time food has to be transported, the fresher it is when it gets in the shop. Thus, you source locally, this gets to you a lot quicker, it remains fresher longer.
Right, and the cheeses you've got with you today, these are Dunlop cheeses, is that
Well,
right?
one of them is a Dunlop cheese. Dunlop is a generic term for a type of cheese. But what I've brought with me today is a traditional Ayrshire Dunlop, which is only made at this farm, and they are applying for protected European status for this cheese.
Right.
Which means because of the way it's made with local cows raised on local pastures, it gives it a unique taste and flavor. And I've also brought the Dunlop here, which is a cow's milk, sweet cow's milk. I've also got the Bonnet, which is a hard goat's cheese, cheddar-like. And I've also brought the Dunlop version of a brie. It's called the Achet.
This looks like it's going to be my favourite.
Mm-hmm. It's well ripe at the moment. It's starting to run, so
Well,
it's right the way it
Kevin,
should be.
I've been looking forward to this all day, so can we
Okay.
dive in and have a wee try?
We can. What I'll start you with is the Dunlop,
Okay.
which is it's a mild cheddar. It's made with pasteurized whole milk as opposed to skim milk. Most cheeses you have are made with skim milk. This is full fat milk, so
Right.
not for the diets.
So if I'm having like a guest over, I'm a bit undereducated with serving cheese, what's the best type? Would you say this is
Thank you.
some wine and a wee night in?
Well, when I spoke to, I knew you were going to ask me that question, and I actually approached the cheesemaker, Ann Darwood, about this and asked her what the best wine with her cheese was, and her response was a good single malt. So,
Nice. This is lovely.
Yeah, it is. It's really nice.
And it is really mild, it's quite creamy.
It's a very mild, creamy cheese. If you're looking for a mild type of, if you don't want something that's going to blow the back of your head off when you eat it, this is a really good cheese for that. It also melts up very well if you're going to cook it and grill it or anything. I'll let you try
a good
this.
one for the cheese and toast, this one.
Cheese
then?
and toast, yes. I'll let you try the Bonnet, which is a goat's cheese,
Okay.
which of course can only be made in certain times of the year, which is about now.
Why is that?
Well, because the goat's only kid once a year, so you only get the milk for a certain amount of time. The milk, what you're eating was produced a year ago. It usually is 6 months to a year. This is a year-long maturing process.
It's gorgeous.
We're getting very mild cheese.
Well, so far, the first one's my favourite.
Okay.
It is.
I don't
Well-
know, I quite like this one.
I'll let you have a go at the brie. Oh, the Achet, I guess, is not really a brie because it can't be because it's not from France, but
Going
it's a bit runny, so
messy,
someone let you take that one.
An interesting.
Have a go with
Thank
this.
you.
Yeah.
How do we go about this? Right. Oh wow,
It's nice, isn't
that
it?
is gorgeous.
Stronger.
Very nice.
It's almost between a brie and a camembert. She's sort of got its own unique taste, so you know you know what you're having when you taste it.
Yeah. Well, that's
It's quite nice.
very nice. Well, thank you very much for coming in today and for
Yep.
letting us try some of these amazing cheeses. We
Good.
really appreciate it.
Educate us a bit more into some cheese. Thank you very much. Well, folks, that's just about all we have time for, I'm afraid, but thanks for joining us. We're back tomorrow live at 5 when we meet Ayrshire's youngest butcher.
I try my hand at singing Glee style at a hot new club.
And we'll meet the first woman in the UWS canteen to know what chai latte tea is.
Is she from the future?
But before we go, Planning's out tonight with a song from his forthcoming self-titled debut album.
We met him earlier. It's Little Fire with All I Need in Life.
Good night.
Good night.
All I need in life is a little hope and faith. All I need in life is a little love and grace. And hold on now to your dream. Hold on, 'cause this heart of mine, I won't be afraid to share with you. This heart of mine, I won't be afraid to share with you. Oh, if you go, will you take me with you? 'Cause girl, if you leave, I'ma be so low, so low. And hold on now to your dream. Hold on, hold on. 'Cause when we arrive in the small eyes of the night, and heart to heart, said I know that I loved you from the start. And this heart of mine, I won't be afraid to share with you. This heart of mine, I won't be afraid to share with you. I'm there in heart of mine, I won't be afraid to share with you. I'm there in heart of mine, I won't be afraid to share it with you. You're all I need in life, all I need in life, all I need. All I need in life, all I need in life, all I need. 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 And this heart of mine, I won't be afraid to share with you. I'm there, heart of mine, I won't be afraid to share it with you. Thanks very much.